Dude, Texas is the New Jersey of the South.
Texas is the New Jersey of the South.
Nah, dude, Texas is better than New Jersey.
In
See?
vibe, not
That's a
in
hard-
geography. Yeah.
That's a
I've
hard
spent
one.
a lot of time in both states, and that for me, like that's the best description. They love where they're from, and the biggest thing they do as soon as they leave the state is talk about how they're from that state and how everything in that state is better than the state that you are currently in or
I see
residing
the
in.
Venn diagram.
I will give you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't if you're from Texas. If you're talking to somebody from Texas, you'll know it within the first two sentences.
True,
Same with
exactly.
Jersey. Yeah.
Also, the invisible thread between it all is the matter of the fact that cowboy hats, big in Texas, was invented by a guy in New Jersey.
What?
Yeah.
Where are you
It was-
pulling this back from?
It was a hat maker in Jersey, and he got typhoid, and he was like, "Holy crap!" He's like, "I'm gonna die." And back then, their recipe for typhoid, because you had like a 25% chance of living. They said it'll increase your chances if you get some fresh air. So guys would move out west, right, to go and get like clean air. And so he moved to, I think, Missouri, but then he was like, "Oh shit, like I lived through this, and all the people out here have like really shitty raccoon like skin hats that like don't do anything, and they like get bugs and they're not waterproof." So he invented the cowboy hat, and then Texas has that on the logo of all the colleges.
Were you watching an episode of How It's Made, yo? That's crazy. How the hell do you know what's going on?
To be honest, it was actually
You watch a documentary on cowboy hats?
I huffed Jankum, and I met the guy that invented them up in the Cosmos, and he kind of explained everything.
Jenkins from New Jersey. How many other things can you trace back to typhoid? Because like the Manhattan Project was where it was for the same reason, right? Like Oppenheimer wanted to be out west because typhoid. Didn't he have typhoid?
Oh, like that's why his like family moved out to New
Like that's why they picked that.
Yeah.
Where was it? It was in the desert. I know it was in the desert. I don't know where it was, but
I think it might have been tuberculosis.
Okay, that's better.
That was it. But it was the same scenario too. Of like he's like, yes, my indigenous people here, that we kicked them out, so because my uncle had the cough, and we decided
Great cough.
my uncle had the droopy lungs, so we moved out here to this ranch in New Mexico, and he still died, but we're not giving the land back.
Yeah, I think Doc Holliday had something like that, where he was like went to these like natural springs where they said it was gonna like cure his tuberculosis, and it just like rapidly increased the rate as to which it
the exact opposite thing happened.
Yeah. They were like, you gotta go here and bathe in these springs. He's like, all right, say less.
This will really clear you out. It'll
This guy's
stop
the
you
best
from-
doctor in town. He's like, you gotta find these springs.
Dude, I would have loved. I could have been a doctor back then. When you were just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Like, oh, you're sick. Have you hot springs?
Hot springs?
Yeah.
Give it a
You
shot.
tried going somewhere warm.
So so you need to. Your lungs are cold. You got to smoke more, and then you got to finger your ass.
yeah.
Okay. The sensation's really gonna clear up that cold sore.
Have you thought about bloodletting?
yeah, exactly. You got bad blood in you. We got to get a little bit of that out.
We'll just get that out. We'll get some good blood in there. It'll be fun.
Yeah. You know the first guy that mentioned that too. Like the other people in the room were like what? And he was like, I don't know. They're just throwing stuff at the wall right now.
But that's the thing, right? Like it was probably like, oh, what if we took all the bad blood out and we put like not bad blood in there? And everybody went, well, that makes sense to me. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, exactly. Well, shit, what are we gonna do with all these leeches now? They're gonna be unemployed.
The leech guy was pissed.
Yeah, true, right? They're like, yo, leeches. Who pitched that idea?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, there's something to these little sons of bitches.
Yeah, I think they'll hear you.
Money off of this. That's what we're gonna do.
You're like, what?
And I make money
That was
off
like-
these little.
That was like a fucking medical treatment back in the day. It's so crazy. We got these
Yeah,
creepy
yeah.
crawlies in a bucket now, and we're gonna put them on you.
Yeah. Like the king's wife would be like type 1 bipolar and like screaming at the moon every night, and they're like, you know what she needs?
Get some
Fucking
leeches.
Leeches.
Right,
Fix this
she's
bitch.
still not cured. It must be a witch.
Yeah, and then the lobotomy came around, and that was the next thing.
True.
She's still not cured. Lobotomy. She won't talk about it as much.
Gentlemen, is your housewife complaining that you work too much? She doesn't want you chasing your secretary around the desk anymore? Get her lobotomized.
Wasn't there like one guy who like put up mad numbers on those?
Oh, probably.
I think
Yeah,
there was
they
like
were,
a
like, candy.
doctor who was like had like a crazy record for like giving the most lobotomies. Like he was just going in, bro.
Like he
Just
loved to do
the
it.
ice pick.
Yeah, he was like the Michael Jordan of lobotomies. I'm pretty sure.
I think I read a thing that they had like when that technology was new, that was like they would teach weekend seminars. Like you could go for a weekend seminar to learn how to be a certified lobotomist. Here's your ice pick.
Your certificate. Yeah. Yeah. The gold ice pick for when you graduate.
Yes.
I
Dude, what
think
an
it legit was
awesome
like
time.
they were like, it's so easy to do it. And that doesn't even mean do it correctly, but it's easy enough to do it and get a result that you want. So all of your patients will stop screaming at you and throwing shit through their prison doors, basically.
Yeah.
They're like, look, they're all great patients now.
Yeah.
Yeah, grandma's been acting up lately. Have you tried wiggling her brain? We'll just stick
Yeah,
something up there and
exactly.
kind of.
Yeah, right. Now look, she cooks the ham on time and maybe she Christmas dinner is always out, and look at that
She's
smile
just
on her
fucking
face.
drooling, dude.
Yeah. She doesn't know how to play the piano anymore, but that's okay with us. She was never good in the first place.